crossing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the Fire Hall, go Buffs!
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
Generational success means different things to different people. But to us, it means seeing my daughter follow in my footsteps, keeping the farm in the family, just getting to do this every day. We're Agtegra Cooperative, and we're generationally successful. That's who we are. Agtegra Cooperative.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Welcome, everyone. As we are back at the Monument here in Rapid City, South Dakota, as we get ready to bring you the 7th and 8th place contest, that is, between the Groton Area Tigers and the Stanley County Buffaloes. Brian Menning once again with Go Buffs Live alongside John Stewart, bringing you the play-by-play once again. And John, obviously in a game that neither team probably thought they would be playing in, but again, you just got to kind of go with the hand that you were dealt, and we'll see who comes out on top here and take 7th place here in the Class A tournament.
Yeah, definitely not a game either wanted to be in, but you know, as we said earlier, the state tournament, it's the best of the best, and making it's not easy, so that's a huge accomplishment, but you got to believe the Buffaloes want to walk away with something. And
both teams coming into this contest after each losing a heartbreaker yesterday. Groton falling to St. Thomas More in double overtime, 94-92, I believe that final score was. And the Buffaloes, again, losing it against Shining Butte by 58-57, I believe is what that final score was, if my memory serves me correctly. So, again, each team looking to rebound here early this morning here from the Monument. Let's see. Groton area. This is before the tournament started. Their overall season record was 18-4. Again, a very good ball club. Looking at their losses, a couple of teams that are in the state tournament here. John Clark, Willow Lake, along with what was the other one that I noticed? It was West Central. So tough schedule for Groton area, and the Buffaloes obviously. Coming in, I believe they were 20-2 as they entered the tournament here. And so, again, we'll see which team comes out on top here. So the Buffaloes will head back to the locker room as we got just about 8 minutes here before opening tip-off here and things of that nature. So, and, John, I think looking at the Groton area, we've seen Groton a couple of times here as we've been watching the tournament games. And it looks like they got a couple of guards that are absolutely lights out. And number 3, Carson Zach, a sophomore guard, and number 4, Ryder Johnson, a senior guard. So we'll see what the Buffaloes can do to contain those two. As if you can possibly contain those two, you might have a good shot at taking home 7th place here today.
Yeah, I know number 4, Ryder Johnson, that you mentioned, I believe he had both shots to send it into both overtime periods yesterday. So they got to make sure and contain him a little bit. As you said, they got 2 guards that they really need to focus on. Stanley County's got to be thinking Groton might be a little more tired yesterday, having to play those extra minutes. But they're both going to be fighting for the 7th place game here.
Yeah, that's a good point. Again, Groton playing some extra overtime basketball. Yeah, they might be a little more fatigued than the Buffalo team. And we'll see how that plays out here in just a few minutes here. John, let's go. We'll take a break here. We got about just over 6 minutes here before tip-off and starting lineups and national anthem, things of that nature. So we'll take a break here from some of our local sponsors, and we'll be back to more live basketball right after this.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Each day brings the opportunity to make a difference, to follow through with integrity, to solve challenges through innovative thinking, and to bring the technical know-how needed to get the job done. At Wilbur Ellis, this is how we work, standing side by side as local experts who partner with the stewards of the land. We do it together. That's the power of we.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
WindCircle, operating since 1995. We combine quality customer service and experience with the right technology to meet your needs. Our cybersecurity certified technicians will make sure your systems are secure. Services offered are video and data cabling, service and support contracts, cutting-edge camera systems to door security devices. WindCircle has many hardware options: Dell, HP, Cisco, SonicWall, and Ruckus, to name a few. Our staff has over 30 years of combined network design and cabling experience at your disposal. Call us today, 605-224-1111, and request a free quote. Again, that's 605-224-1111.
At Iverson Auto, our legacy is your trust. Whether you're in Mitchell or in Huron, we embody the values that have defined us for generations. We have been your partner on the road since 1948.
We bring decades of expertise to ensure your journey begins with confidence. Our goal is to turn your visit into a memorable experience, leaving you with a smile and peace of mind.
Iverson Auto of Mitchell and Huron are here to make your car buying experience smooth and enjoyable every step of the way.
Visit us online at iversonauto.com.
When you're
All right, welcome back to the Monument in Rapid City. As again, as we prepare for the 7th and 8th place contest here between the Groton Area Tigers and the Stanley County Buffaloes. John, you mentioned we'll certainly probably say something post-game as well, but again, final game for some special seniors on this Stanley County Buffalo club.
Yeah, Brian, they're losing 4 of their starters are seniors, so that's definitely going to hurt. But just want to run through those seniors, and like you said, we'll cover this more in the post-game, but Weston Prince, Brandon Bothwell, Paxton Deal, Tegan Breitag, and Trevor Caldwell all going to be turning their purple and gold in for possibly other school colors at another level next year. So wish them all the best, and thanks them for all their hard work with the Stanley County Buffaloes. Paxton being a 1,000-point scorer and just all the hard work they put in. They're going to be missed next year.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'll probably repeat some of this maybe post-game as well, but again, just looking at this, the list of seniors, first thing that comes to mind when I see Weston Prince, again, willing to come off the bench, probably the first person off the bench as a senior, doesn't complain, just he knows his role and does his job. Brendan Bothwell, again, just a little, almost like a pesky speed demon out there. He can get you steals, plays great defense, and it doesn't give you all the points and things of that nature, but again, a person that knows his role on this ball club and does it well. Paxton Deal, as you mentioned, 1,000-point scorer, kind of the heart of this ball club. If he was, those points in the paint type of thing, he's, willing to scrap underneath and again, just willing to do his job underneath the hoop there. And Trevor Caldwell, I think you mentioned this before, John, where probably of all the Buffaloes here, probably the one that's probably come along the most, has really turned into a really good ball player. That's just all credited to Trevor and his hard work that he's put in over these last several years. So again, thank you, seniors. And John and I both bleed purple and gold, and I hope they continue to bleed purple and gold into the future as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you were saying, with Trevor, improved a lot. Just that typical old school big man down low. And Breitag, he can play that too, but he's also got that little mid-range jumper that has been key for the Buffaloes. So they're losing a lot of different pieces, but they got a great JV team that went undefeated last year, and we got all the confidence in Coach Fisher to come along with those players and develop them just like he did this group.
Absolutely, and looking forward to the future of this Buffalo basketball team as well. As both teams are taken to the benches here, got just under a minute to go here. I'm assuming we're going to have a national anthem, things of that nature here. Looks like the solo guitarist is coming out to center court here. We won't have that for you live, but we'll go ahead and let's just take a break now here, John. And once the national anthem is concluded, we'll come back to live action and get you starting lineups and be ready for tip-off here in just a few minutes.
Thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
College is where ideas come to life, where you'll find your pack. And at Northern State University, you'll leave the pack. It's part of the Northern Experience, right here in Aberdeen, South Dakota. This is where the next generation of leaders thrive. Through world-class facilities, hands-on experiences, and generous scholarship opportunities to impact every part of who you're meant to be. Don't just earn a degree, shape your future and experience Northern.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's a particular kind of joy when people come together. There's really nothing like it. And isn't it amazing, in that magic moment, how all the distance between us, all the obstacles, just disappear? Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most.
A full shop shelf of filters means zero downtime later. During Grosenberg Implement's annual filter sale, save 16% on John Deere and Fleet Guard filters for all your equipment. From mowers to combines, now's the time to stock up before spring hits. And don't forget, we've got additional discounts happening now in the Grosenberg Parts Catalog. Ask about no interest, no payment options for those who qualify with their farm plan account. Grosenberg Implement, stock up now, work worry-free later. Grosenberg.com.
What if the market shifts? What if the margins on your farm keep getting tighter? Simplot Grower Solutions is here to help. Simplot Crop Advisors know South Dakota corn, soybean, wheat, and other crops like you do because they live and work here. So, even if the market shifts or the margins keep getting tighter, you'll have the insight and support to keep moving forward. Simplot Grower Solutions.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota-owned, family-owned, Bowie Foods.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here in the place you call home. Now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Allied Plumbing.
All right, welcome back, folks, to the Monument at the Monument in Rapid City as we get ready for opening tip-off here in the 7th and 8th place contest, again between the Groton Area Tigers and the Stanley County Buffaloes. Once again, Brian Minning, along with John Stewart with Go Buffs Live, bringing you the play-by-play this afternoon. John, before I forget, before starting lineups get announced here, how about a big shout-out to Buff Nation here who has showed up all 3 days here of this tournament. Lots of purple and gold in the crowd here, and so kudos to the Stanley County folks for showing up.
Absolutely, and we're fortunate this game to be right in the middle of it all. We were sitting on the opposite side of the last 2 games, so it's nice to be surrounded by the Buff Nation here.
As the lights go dim and we get ready for starting lineups here, we'll usually do an alternating format here. Video presentation up on the video board up here at the monument. That's pretty cool stuff, I got to admit, for both Groton and Stanley County. Showing some highlights of some previous games. Pretty cool introduction there. I don't know that I've seen that in the previous games, John, but nice job, whoever put that together.
Yeah, very 90s Chicago Bull style here.
And the Buffaloes will bring out senior guard number 4, Brandon Bothwell. And for the Tigers, it's going to be senior guard number 1, Keegan Tracy. Also at guard number 5, Eddie Duffy for the Buffaloes, a junior. As we mentioned earlier, Carson Zach, just a sophomore guard for the Tigers. Their senior leader, number 11, Paxton Deal. Number 5, senior forward, Becker Bosma, getting the start. And then another fellow senior for the Buffaloes, Tegan Breitig, number 24. Number 4, senior guard, Ryder Johnson for the Tigers. And the big man in the middle for the Buffaloes, number 40, Trevor Caldwell. And for the Tigers, it'll be Gage Simple, a senior center for the Tigers. So, again, John, we hope a couple of evenly matched teams here. And again, we obviously just hope for a really good contest here between both teams.
Yep, they're both pumped for this, and the crowd's all into it. This is Stanley County season here, and they're excited.
Yep, Buffaloes again in their dark uniforms. Groton area in the all white.
Good show of sportsmanship, giving the hand pounds all around.
And here's the opening tip. Going to be controlled by Groton as they find a wide open player underneath. I believe that was Carson Zach on the layup. So the Tigers out to a 2-0 lead.
Paxton Deal with a long shot, just off right tag. Again, Caldwell fight, but they lose it to Groton.
Tigers quickly down court. They're going to convert another layup. That's going to be Keegan Tracy. And Joey Fisher's already seen enough as his team didn't get back on defense. So we're going to have an early timeout here. Quick 30-second timeout. Let's go and take one as well, John. We'll take 30. We'll be back right after this.
Is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service. No hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
All right, back live at the Monument here with Buffaloes in possession now. Stolen by the Tigers as they try to get it to Caldwell underneath.
Well, pass out of bounds, bounce off Breitig's back, so it'll stay here with Groton.
Tigers will inbound to Zach and set up their really first offensive possession. The first two buckets have been on a fast break variety. A couple of easy layups for the Tigers. So swing it over to Tracy. Get it out to Johnson. Back over to Zach. Around the perimeter, back to Tracy. Tracy, alley-oop attempt to Zach, and Zach able to throw it down. Wasn't the cleanest alley-oop, but it still counts nevertheless.
Yeah, that's something Stanley County is going to have to fend off today.
As Deal answers for the Buffaloes to get their first two. Here's Zach with it. It's to Tracy. Tracy drives, kicks it back out to Zach. Zach fakes the three, steps in, and nails the jumper.
Stanley County's got to get clicking here. They're bringing it up quick over to Deal across the half court.
Yeah, Zach is off to a fast start here for the Tigers. Another tip ball.
Deal with another layup there off of an awkward exchange, but nonetheless, it counts.
Yeah, Deal lucky to get that ball back and able to put it back. Zach across the timeline. It's out to Tracy. Tracy cross court back to Zach. Johnson top of the key. That one's good for three. And the Tigers are on fire here early on.
Eddie Duffy bringing it up, drives, stops and shoots just a bit short. Brightag can't quite bring it in.
Tigers with the rebound. They'll push it down floor. Tries to get a bounce pass through the Buffalo defense. Can't tell who that is on the ground currently. Bothwell down there.
Jump ball possession arrow to the Buffaloes. Duffy in the corner, just a bit off.
Rebound by Sipple. Here comes the Tigers once again.
Down low.
Throw it in the post. Back out to Tracy. Tracy can't get that jumper to fall. Rebound by Brightag.
Pitch it over to Duffy, bringing it across here. Paxton Deal down in the left corner. Inside to Caldwell. Turn around. Oh, just a bit off there.
Zach comes away with the rebound. He'll push it down. Or, that's actually Bosma with the rebound. Here's Zach with it now. Stanley County goes back to a man-to-man defense as the 2-3 zone, giving up too many easy jumpers. Nice give and go as Sipple will throw it down.
Yeah, Stanley County's going to have to answer that down low somehow.
The Tigers are off to a quick 13-4 lead.
Duffy tries to bank it in. Oh, no good. Hard foul down low. See what they call that on.
I think it might go against Caldwell.
Either Caldwell or Brightag, both down low.
Does go against Brightag. And we have a media timeout on the floor here, but before we go to break.
Before we go to break here, we just want to give thanks and some shout-outs to South Dakota Public Broadcasting for allowing us to be here today. For complete coverage, updated scores, and photos of high school basketball championship, visit sdpb.org/basketball. All the games will be broadcast live on television on SDPB 1, 2, or 3. For updated content, you can check out SDPB Sports on social media.
And with that, we'll take a 30-second break and be back right after this.
Wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats in the attic to rodents in the walls, ants in the kitchen, termites underground, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family-owned, community-trusted.
Do you want to join one of the oldest...
Welcome back to the Monument in Rapid City. 4:10 to play here in period number 1. Tigers have jumped out to an early 13-4 advantage. Tigers are shooting lights out early, and the Tigers will have possession here out of the timeout as well. Carson Zach with it. Over to Johnson, who swings it over to Tracy. Tracy drives, tried to go alley-oop again. Buffaloes are ready for it that time as Hoftees are able to intercept it.
Stanley County had a couple subs on that last media timeout, so it looks like we got Carson Bourne out there with Jax Hofteaser, Tegan Brightag, Weston Prince, and Paxton Deal. Brightag with the mid-range jumper. It's nothing but net.
Tigers back down the court quickly. Here's Tracy with it. Tries to get it inside the zip hole. Again, Hofteaser got a hand on that one as well.
Yeah, Hofteaser are already making that impact in there, and that's what they're going to need to do down low against them.
Stolen by Tracy. Back come the Tigers. Baseline drive. And short jumper by Zach is good. Zach is up to, looking at the scoreboard above here, looks like that's his 8th point already.
Yeah, we knew they were going to have to contain him. They're going to have to figure that out as well as down low. They got a lot of weapons here. Got it over to Bourne here. It's over to Weston Prince.
Another steal by the Tigers, that time by Jaden Schwann, who's checked on the ball again for the Tigers. Back down court quickly, as that's going to be Keegan Tracy converting the layup. Buffalo's having a tough time getting back on defense. And it's going to be defense that's going to win this game for the Buffaloes as they find themselves trailing by 11, 17-6 here with 2:22 to play in the first.
Coach Fisher's got 3 subs ready to come in. Tegan Breitag down low. Just can't get it to go. Maybe a little contact down there.
No foul called. Here's Zach with it. Now Buffalo's get a turnover.
Yeah, Weston Prince. Paxton Deal. Pops top of the key 3. Just a little on the front side. But the rebound is on the line. It'll stay here. So out there for the Buffs right now, we got Jack Deal inbounding. He's out there with Brandon Bothwell, Trevor Caldwell, Jax Hofteaser. And I can't quite see who the other one is out there. Eddie Duffy, of course. Jax Hofteaser, another rebound, shoots it right back over to Duffy. Just cannot find much but the front iron.
Another long pass down court. Buffaloes don't get back again, and Tracy able to convert another layup.
Jack Deal drives in, hits the running jumper.
Tigers once again back down court quickly. There's Tracy for 3. Sorry, I missed that one, folks.
Score 22-8 here. Just over a minute left in the first period. Duffy kicks it over to Jack Deal, over to Bothwell. Duffy on the other side. He wants that shot. Nothing there. Jack Deal at the top of the key. Back over to Duffy. That one he'll let fly, and that one just off. You don't see Eddie have those kind of days, but he just can't find it today.
Tigers again get right to the basket. Try to miss that layup that time.
Duffy with the rebound. Corner over to Jack Deal, who just bounces it off his foot. Just bad luck on that one. Nothing you can do there. Looks like Paxton Deal coming back in for Hofteaser.
Big round of applause for number 50 checking in for the Tigers. That's going to be Logan Warrington, a senior center.
They're getting a big reaction from the crowd there.
I'm guessing there's a story behind that, but couldn't tell you what it is. This is Zach with it as looks like the Tigers can almost play for the final shot. About a 3 or 4 second difference on the game and shot clock with 22 seconds remaining. Bothwell's going to call for a foul. 16 seconds to play now.
Only 2 fouls called in this first period, so it looks like free throws may come at a premium today.
So Zach will play for the final shot here. He'll drive middle. Dumps it down low.
Paxton Deal, he gets it to his cousin Jack, who gets a good shot. Oh!
Did the tip go? Did the tip count? They say no.
They're waving it off.
Boy, that ball.
No, they're going to talk about it, though. No.
No basket. As the half-court shot rimmed, went halfway down, it looked like, and back out. But at the end of one, it is going to be the Groton Area Tigers 22, the Stanley County Buffaloes 8. We'll take a quarter break here and be back in 60 seconds right after this.
Organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Back live at the Monument as we start quarter number 2. Groton area with the first possession. We'll swing it around the perimeter over to Zach. That's Johnson with it. Swinging around the perimeter to 22. Easton Weber's checked in. Zach with it once again. Kicks it out to Tracy. Tracy looking for another long jumper. That one in and out. Caldwell with the rebound.
Caldwell Duffy bringing it across. Oh, wasn't sure if the ref was going to call the kick, but the guy on the other side did. Buffs got going to keep the ball on the kick there. Remember to Bothwell, or excuse me, Breitag. Over to Duffy, back to Paxton at the top. Over to Weston Prince. Looking for Duffy. Weston Prince on the outside. Paxton deal straight on. Perfect.
Zach will walk it across the timeline here for the Tigers. Maybe that shot by Dill will get the Buffaloes going here. Johnson with it. Johnson off the glass for 3. So much for that Buffalo momentum.
Well, they can do it again. Well, turnover there. Paxton, just an awkward exchange there and ran out of court. Yep. Shoelace infraction out on the court here.
.6:34 to go here in period 2. Buffaloes trail 25-11. We'll make it a sub in 2 here for the Tigers. That's going to be number 40, Anthony Tracy, a freshman guard here for the Tigers. And Zach will bring it up court for the Tigers. Hands it off to Tracy. Swing it around the perimeter, back to Johnson. Easton Weber with it. He wants 3. Can't get it to go. Prince there for the rebound.
Paxton bringing it up quick. Drops it off to Duffy. Over to Prince. Back to Duffy. You know he's wanting to get one of these to drop here.
Yeah.
Inside to Caldwell. Back out to Deal. Takes a 3. Just off. Breitag hustles and gets the rebound, though, and it's staying down on this side. Breitag inside. Got some defense there.
Yeah, Duffy struggled yesterday a bit too, and is having a hard time getting going today as well. And they definitely need, Duffy scoring to help them get themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know Duffy's he's a special player, and they're putting everything they got on him.
Zach will bring it up court once again here for the Tigers. Zach will take it, finds an open lane. Nice block by Deal. Sorry, I didn't catch that, folks.
That was that defensive spark the Buffaloes needed. The ball's going to stay with Groton, but Paxton definitely stopped any momentum they had on that drive.
Lob inside to the big guy down low. That was Sipple. And Sipple able to put it up and in for two.
Paxton Deal bringing it across half court, setting up the offense. Off teaser on the outside. Look for Duffy down low. Breitag on the outside. Duffy right from the free throw line. Got it.
Maybe that jumper will get Duffy going here. As another deep three by the Tigers is launched. That one's off the mark. Rebounded by Breitag.
Jack Deal bringing it across now. Back over to Duffy. A little push and shove there. Draws the foul. First foul of the second quarter for either team.
We have another media timeout on the court. And John, go ahead.
Yep. Just again, want to thank Public Broadcasting, all of our sponsors, but Public Broadcasting for giving us this first-time opportunity at the state tournament. For complete coverage, updated scores, and photos of high school basketball championships, visit sdpb.org/basketball. All the games will be broadcast live on television on SDPB 1, 2, or 3. For any updated content, check out SDPB Sports on social media.
And with that, let's go ahead and we'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more live action right after this.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
All right, back live at the Monument where the Buffaloes find themselves trailing 27-13 with 4:37 left to play here in the first half. It will be Buffalo basketball.
Deal inbound to Duffy, wide open in the corner. Oh, just cannot get that last part of the basket.
Quickly down court again, come the Tigers. Buffaloes do a nice job of...
Jack Deal saves it over to Paxton Deal. Action at the top of the key. Kicks it over to Hoff Teaser. Shoots it back over to Deal. Paxton Deal, that is. Got both Deals out there. Just off.
Tigers once again back down the court quickly. Nice pass underneath. Can't convert the bunny underneath, as that was number 14, Ethan Kroll. Not able to convert.
Substitution is Brendan Buffalo and Carson Moore.
Got Jack Deal and Breitag coming out for Bothwell and Bourne.
Kroll will inbound for the Tigers. Gets it to Sipple. Back to Kroll. Hands it off to Johnson. Johnson drives. Back on the post to Sipple. Sipple against Hoff Teaser. Sipple powers up. Can't get it to go. Bourne with the rebound.
Over to Paxton. Gets it across quick to Eddie Duffy. Shoots it down to Breitag. It looked like it might have been off the ground, but they're calling it off Stanley County.
I thought that was off the Tigers too. But we're up here, not down there on the court, John.
Yep, we might be wearing stripes, but we're not calling the game down there.
And Keegan Tracy will bring it across the timeline for the Tigers. Hands it off to Johnson. Around the perimeter, now underneath to Johnson.
Looks like he might have gotten a step or two extra.
Johnson posts up, can't get that jumper to fall.
Duffy gets the rebound, kicks it over to Paxton Deal, bringing it across the court. Eddie Duffy driving, looking to off the way top of the backboard, got directed a little off key there.
Back come the Tigers. Johnson on the drive. Finds Sipple underneath, and Sipple puts it up and in for 2 more. As we're going to have another Buffalo timeout here on the court. Let's see if it looks like it's going to be a quick 30. We'll take 30 as well. We'll be back right after this.
Innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
All right, welcome back to the Monument as the Buffaloes trail 29-13 with just under 3 minutes to go. 2:59 here to play in the first half. John, unfortunately, the Buffaloes kind of seen this all tournament. Too many easy baskets underneath in the paint.
Yeah, Brian. For having Caldwell and Breiteg out there, we'd like to think that that's kind of an anomaly, but it seems like every state tournament's got a couple of those guys. So they're matched pretty evenly down low at most cases. Duffy for the 3. So that 3 by Duffy cuts it 29-16 with 2.5 minutes left in the second.
Zach will run the offense here again, try to go back door. Buffaloes are there with the steal.
Paxton Deal knocks it away, kicks it to Duffy. Go over to Bothwell. Inside to Caldwell. Puts it up, didn't go, but he will go to the charity stripe, try and get to the hard way, or the easy way in this case. Easier.
First free throws of the ball game, I believe, John, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe you're right. They only called, I think, 2 fouls in that first quarter, and that's all they're at right now. Refs letting them play a little bit today. Caldwell makes the free throw look pretty easy there.
Got a pretty good stroke for a big man.
Yeah, I know they don't give a most improved player award and stuff like that, but you got to feel Trevor Caldwell would have his name etched in one if they did. Gets the friendly roll.
Prince will check in for the Buffaloes. As Zach will bring it up court once again for the Tigers. Zach gets it over to Weber. They go low post to Zippel. Back outside to Zach. Zach with another 3. Can't get that one to go. Caldwell for the rebound.
Caldwell hands it off to Paxton Deal. Over to Eddie Duffy. He's driving, popping, shoots. Just off.
Well, Duffy's had like 2 or 3 of those, it seems like, where rims out on him.
I'm starting to wonder if that basket's straight on. Definitely is on the Groton side.
And Ryder Johnson answers with a 3.
Duffy out to Paxton Deal. Just at the top of the key. Goes over to his right. Knocked away there.
Tigers try to run the court. Pass goes to the hands. Another corner 3 attempt by the Tigers. That one off the mark.
Who else but Trevor Caldwell hauling that rebound in. And off to Paxton Deal, bringing it across. Prince out on the wing.
Nice look by Bothwell.
Caldwell. Love to see the Buffaloes do a little more of that down low.
Here's Zach with it with 38 seconds to go here in the first half. Gets it over to Weber. Back to Zach. Nice foul by Bothwell as Zach had the size advantage on him. I get 25 and a half seconds to go here in the first half. Buffaloes trail 32-20.
Yep, doesn't look like they're giving it to him on the shot, so it's getting inbounded under the basket here for Groton.
It's a J.J. Muller in for the Tigers.
So Stanley County's also got Fosham coming in the game for the first time today.
Tigers look to inbound that head over close to a 5-second. Muller gets it over to Tracy. Tracy back out on top to Johnson. And we'll play for the final shot here. Shot clock is off. Here's Zach with it. Guarded by Bourne. Zach drives, takes the small jumper. We're going to have a foul on the shot, though. So Carson Zach will head to the free throw line for the first time.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was a foul or not, but I know the whistle was a little later than the contact they saw. But again, the refs doing their job down there.
Zach's first free throw too strong off the back iron. Looking at the stat book on the big scoreboard here, it looks like it's Tracy with 9, Zach with 8, and number 4 is also Ryder Johnson with 9, leading scores for the Tigers so far. As Zach will also put his 9th point up on the board.
Just under 7 seconds. Paxton Deal to Duffy. Jack Deal, he didn't get it off. It went in, but they're going to wave that one off.
Yeah, well after the buzzer there. And at the half, it is going to be the Groton Area Tigers 33, the Stanley County Buffaloes 20. We will take a halftime break here. Going to compile some unofficial stats and come back with a first half recap here in just a few minutes.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
Generational success means different things to different people. But to us, it means seeing my daughter follow in my footsteps, keeping the farm in the family, just getting to do this every day. We're Agtegra Cooperative, and we're generationally successful. That's who we are. Agtegra Cooperative.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Each day brings the opportunity to make a difference, to follow through with integrity, to solve challenges through innovative thinking, and to bring the technical know-how needed to get the job done. At Wilbur Ellis, this is how we work, standing side by side as local experts who partner with the stewards of the land. We do it together. That's the power of we.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Wind Circle, operating since 1995. We combine quality customer service and experience with the right technology to meet your needs. Our cybersecurity certified technicians will make sure your systems are secure. Services offered are video and data cabling, service and support contracts, cutting-edge camera systems to door security devices. Wind Circle has many hardware options: Dell, HP, Cisco, SonicWall, and Ruckus, to name a few. Our staff has over 30 years of combined network design and cabling experience at your disposal. Call us today, 605-224-1111, and request a free quote. Again, that's 605-224-1111.
At Iverson Auto, our legacy is your trust. Whether you're in Mitchell or in Huron, we embody the values that have defined us for generations. We have been your partner on the road since 1948.
We bring decades of expertise to ensure your journey begins with confidence. Our goal is to turn your visit into a memorable experience, leaving you with a smile and peace of mind.
Iverson Auto of Mitchell and Huron are here to make your car buying experience smooth and enjoyable every step of the way.
Visit us online at iversonauto.com.
When you're thinking...
Welcome back to the Monument in Rapid City. As we are at the half, the Buffaloes find themselves trailing by the score of 33-20. Some unofficial halftime stats here for you folks. We'll start with Groton area. Again, they have a trio of players with 9 points apiece. Keegan Tracy, one of those players with 9, 1 3-pointer on the night. Carson Zach, again with a total of 9, along with Ryder Johnson, his 9 points, all off of 3-pointers. So 3 3-pointers made for Ryder Johnson. And the big man Gage Zippel down low, contributing 6 points for the Tigers. For the Buffaloes, looks like they are currently led by Paxton Deal with 7, just 1 3-pointer for Deal so far. Same with Eddie Duffy, only 1 3, but 5 total points. Breitag has contributed 2 points. Trevor Caldwell with 4 points. And Jack Deal with a bucket as well for 2 points for the Buffaloes. John, obviously a little bit of a hole to dig out here for the Buffaloes. Haven't shot particularly well that first half, and the Tigers have made their shots. Maybe if some of these 3-point shots for the Buffaloes start to fall, maybe they can, no pun intended, but claw themselves, get back into this and make it a ball game.
Yeah, if there's one thing we know about the Buffaloes is when they get going, they can get going fast and strong. So, if they can fine-tune that touch that just seems to be about an inch off on the basket, no doubt they can get right back in this, but they're still going to need to have some answers down low and be able to defend that 3-point line.
Yeah, that's a good point. Groton area has done it both ways. They've done it from outside the arc and inside, and the Buffaloes just need to try to find some sort of answer defensively to try to counter that. And and if Groton does miss, make sure to pull down those rebounds. And like I said, shooting can be contagious at times. If they get a couple of shots to fall in a row here, maybe that'll just maybe they'll go on a run here and get themselves back into this ball game. As both teams are back on the court here for warm-ups, as we're about 2 minutes, 50 seconds away here from the start of the second half. Let's go and we'll take another 2-minute break here, and we'll come back and bring you back second half live action from the Monument right after this.
The newer used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
College is where ideas come to life, where you'll find your pack. And at Northern State University, you'll lead the pack. It's part of the Northern Experience, right here in Aberdeen, South Dakota. This is where the next generation of leaders thrive. Through world-class facilities, hands-on experiences, and generous scholarship opportunities to impact every part of who you're meant to be. Don't just earn a degree, shape your future and experience Northern.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the Monument in Rapid City. As again, we get ready for second half action here. Again, the Buffaloes find themselves trailing 33-20. Again, Brian Minning and John Stewart with Go Buff Live bringing you the play-by-play. Again, just a slow start once again for the Buffaloes. Couldn't really get any shots to follow that first half, so obviously hoping for a better second half here as I see some team stats up on the big scoreboard here. 2 of 11 from three-point range compared to 4 of 10 for the Tigers. Rebounds are pretty close. Tigers are out-rebounding the Buffaloes. Surprisingly, Groton area actually has more turnovers than the Buffaloes, according to these stats up on the big scoreboard here at the Monument. Buffaloes will have first possession here.
Familiar sight here. Paxton Deal bringing it across half court. Eddie Duffy dribbling back over to Paxton. Bothwell hits the three. Hopefully that's the spark the Buffaloes needed.
Yeah, exactly. Bothwell hit a couple yesterday, and typically not his shot, but that's good to see.
You got to take it when it's that wide open, especially if you have a decent chance at making them like he does.
As we got a foul down low as I get my Groton roster back up here. It's going to be a foul on Deal and Ryder Johnson heading to the free throw line.
I don't see Deal have many fouls in the game. That's his first today, and he's about a careful of players we've seen come through Stanley County.
Johnson able to knock down the first. Make it 2 for 2 for Johnson.
Duffy inbounds it to Bothwell. Back over to Duffy to bring it across half court. Bothwell drops it off to Paxton Deal. Bothwell on the far corner. Ball tipped across half court, so no over and back, but Paxton bringing across, shot clock at 10. Duffy drives, gets it, defender gets his shot back, kicks it over to Paxton Deal, who has to shoot it for the shot clock, gets the rim, but just a little short.
Zach comes away with the rebound. Tigers push it down court once again. Zach on the drive, too strong. And I don't know how tall is Brandon Bothwell?
Brendan Bothwell stands at 5'8" according to our state program guide.
And then how he out jumps Zippel at 6'7" to knock it out of bounds. There we go.
Refs had a little discussion about who had the ball, so both teams have been trying to inbound it, but they are going to give it to the Buffaloes. Looks like the right call from our vantage. Bothwell bringing this one up across the half-court line. Trevor Caldwell on the outside. Got a feeler looking for a different shot there. Now you got Breiteg on the outside. He drops it off to Bothwell, stumbles a little bit, and tries to get it to Brightag, but turnover.
Tigers down court quickly again on another fast break. Tracy with another easy bucket underneath.
Baxendale bringing it up. Baxendale from the outside gets the friendly bounce.
Here's Zach with it once again for the Tigers. Hands it off to Johnson. Johnson drives middle, puts it up, gets it to go. Tough shot. Everything falling for the Tigers.
There's Paxton bringing it across, driving. Kicks it out back to Duffy. Duffy drops it off for Bothwell. Baxendale right over in front of the Stanley County bench. Looks to drive. Stop, shoots. Just a bit short, but Caldwell right there. But not something you see very often. Caldwell giving up some size.
Zippel there for the block. Corner three by Johnson, too strong.
Caldwell got pushed down a little bit there. No call, and luckily the Buffs were able to defend without him.
Duffy's three, can't find the mark there. Back come the Tigers.
Duffy with the steal. Duffy a fast break of his own. Giving up some size, but does not get it to drop.
Back come the Tigers at the other end. Here's Zippel with it. Zippel, the big man, wants the long jumper, comes up short.
Caldwell with the rebound. Give it to Bothwell. Looking to take a little bit of a slower pace across half court. Bothwell out at the top. Cuts the defenders. Gives it underneath to Caldwell. Cannot finish down low.
Can't find a layup now even. And now the Tigers will convert their layup underneath. That's going to be Zippel. Story of the ball game. So get our scoreboard corrected here, folks. So our apologies. Bothwell drives, looking for help, finds Deal.
Deal Duffy on the outside. Duffy pops, leans in, shoots, tries to bank it, gets his own rebound, put back.
Nice play by Duffy to follow his own shot there and put back his own rebound.
Yeah, not the easiest 2 points he got. Oh, they're going to call a blocking on this one.
Yeah, that was Zach on the drive.
Looks like we got something of a line change here for Stanley County. I'm thinking a media timeout might be coming.
Okay, there it is. I was going to say they haven't announced it as a media timeout, but there it is. So, John, go ahead and...
Yep, as a reminder, just want to give a shout-out and a thanks to South Dakota Public Broadcasting allowing us to be here. And just as a reminder, for complete coverage, updated scores, and photos of all high school basketball championships in South Dakota, visit South Dakota Public Broadcasting at sdpb.org/basketball. All the games are going to be broadcast live on television on SDPB 1, 2, or 3. For updated content, be sure to check out the SDPB Sports on all different social media platforms.
And with that, let's go and take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back right after this.
It's a particular kind of joy when people come together. There's really nothing like it. And isn't it amazing, in that magic moment, how all the distance between us, all the obstacles, just disappear? Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most.
All right, 3:15 left to play here in period 3. Buffalo still find themselves trailing by 13, 41-28. Will be Tiger basketball coming out of the break. Inbound will go to Tracy. Tracy tries to get it down low, stolen by Prince.
Drops it off the deal, bringing it up court. Familiar sight for Buffalo Nation. Deal tries to get in the half teaser, but no good there.
It's going to be stolen by Zach. Zach able to convert the layup. Just some killer turnovers here that the Buffaloes can't afford to make.
Paxton Deal, good one right around half court. Over to half teaser, almost turned over, but Deal gets it inside, down low to Carson Bourne.
Tigers back down court. That one's nearly knocked away. We're going to have a loose ball foul, are we?
There's a foul there, but who and what color is it on?
Going to go against Prince, I believe. Actually, no, it's going to go against the Tigers and Keegan Tracy, the other number one.
Prince to inbound it here to Duffy. Duffy sprinting up across half court. Drops it off to Paxton, the other 1,000-point scorer on this Buffalo squad. Duffy to Prince. Paxton Deal in the corner. Perfect shot.
We'll get the Buffaloes within 10. Some full court pressure here now by the Buffaloes as well.
So close as the Buffaloes have been for a while.
Down to Zippel underneath. Zippel can't get it to go, but he will get fouled and head to the free throw line.
We got a foul there and some free throws, but got to be impressed a little bit there with Jack's Hofteaser playing some good defense today, causing some shots to not fall and knock things around a little bit.
Zippel's first off the back rim.
And Jack's Hofteaser just a freshman, but so you got to feel he's got some good years of Stanley County basketball left, and we're going to see some big things from him next year, I think.
Zippel gets the second drop.
Stanley County trailing 44-33, minute 50 left. Duffy bringing it across half court, off to Paxton. Paxton tries to get it in Hofteaser.
Zippel down court, going to get fouled on the dunk attempt. Nice hustle by Bourne to prevent the dunk. And that'll send Zippel back to the free throw line.
Yeah, you never want to see a guy at the free throw line, but if you do, you better have him shooting two than an and one. And that was about as easy a dunk as you were going to get. So great defense.
Zippel able to knock down the first this time. Zippel able to go 2 for 2 that time. As he will check out, and Becker Bosma checks back in for the Tigers. Minute 40 to play here now in quarter 3. Buffaloes trail by 13.
Jack Deal bringing it across, shoots it in the Hofteaser, drops it off to Duffy. Duffy back over to Deal. Deal underneath, tries to get it in. Oh, they said he was on the line. I'm not sure, but again, not the best vantage point up here.
Looks like Buffaloes will go some full court pressure here once again. Asher Johnson with it, gets it over to Zach, who throws it back down court. And get it back out to Zach. Weber with it. There's Johnson, another jumper. That one's off the mark. Zach with it. Thought about the deep three. 6 to go on the shot clock. Looks like the Tigers are aware. Zach with a nice play in the paint to finish.
Just like that, the Groton Tigers up by 15, 45 seconds left. Duffy over to Jack Deal. Back to Duffy. Duffy in deep to Hofteaser there. Hofteaser up and around. He gets the foul. Jacks will step to the line for 2.
2 shots for Jacks.
Jack's first one rims in.
Also to the game, Paxton Neal and Brendan Bothwell from Stanley County.
$34.7 remain here in the third quarter.
Off to rims the second one out, but rebound by the Buffaloes. Bothwell shoots it a little short. Free for all there. Groton does come away with it.
So a little hot potato there for a while, and Bosma with it. As the Tigers will play for the final shot here. Easton Weber with it. Weber drives middle, kicks it out to Tracy. Tracy's 3 attempt rims out. Tigers get a shot off at the buzzer, but it doesn't drop. And at the end of 3, it is going to be the Groton Area Tigers 48, the Stanley County Buffaloes 34. We'll take a break here at the quarter. Be back in 1 minute.
A full shop shelf of filters means zero downtime later. During Grossenberg Implement's annual filter sale, save 16% on John Deere and Fleet Guard filters for all your equipment. From mowers to combines, now's the time to stock up before spring hits. And don't forget, we've got additional discounts happening now in the Grossenberg Parts Catalog. Ask about no interest, no payment options for those who qualify with their farm plan account. Grossenberg Implement. Stock up now, work worry-free later. Grossenberg.com.
What if the market shifts? What if the margins on your farm keep getting tighter? Simplot Grower Solutions is here to help. Simplot Crop Advisors know South Dakota corn, soybean, wheat, and other crops like you do because they live and work here. So, even if the market shifts or the margins keep getting tighter, you'll have the insight and support to keep moving forward. Simplot Grower Solutions.
All right, welcome back to the Monument in Rapid City as the Buffaloes find themselves trailing by 14 as they end of the fourth quarter. 48-34. 8 minutes to go, John, on the Buffalo season here.
Yep, fourth quarter of the game, the tournament, and the Buffalo season, and even some of these seniors, fourth quarter of their Stanley County career.
Tigers get it around to Tracy. Tracy drives middle with it. Tracy puts up the left-handed shot off the glass and good. Buffaloes obviously need defensive stops instead of layups like that. So we'll see what the Buffaloes can do offensively here.
Action deal. Caldwell set a screen for him. Duffy outside. Kicks it back over to Paxton. Paxton with the shot. As smooth as silk. Buffaloes need a little bit more of that and some stops, like you said there, Brian.
Yeah, it's a good start, but yeah, they need to get it done on this end. As Tracy will hand it off to Johnson. Johnson goes middle with it. Nice block by Duffy.
Duffy not known for some shot blocks, but that was a nice one as you've seen. Paxton deal on the outside. Over to Duffy on the wing. Duffy kicks it back over to Paxton. Keegan Brytek down low. Back out to Paxton. Pops a three. Hits him. They're going to call a foul on Brytek. It looks like they were hooked up a little bit down there. I don't know what you do to make that call, but definitely contact. As to who initiated it, it was kind of who's sure on that one.
Yeah, deal again, just probably millimeters off there from dropping a deep three. Tigers will get it across half court here with Tracy. Back out on top to Zach. Zach will drive again. Jack puts up the floater, can't get it to go. It's going to be off the Buffaloes, though, I believe, and remain Tiger basketball. Inbound goes to Zippel, who will get it out to Weber. Back to Zach. Zach drives again. Looks for somebody in the middle, stolen by the Buffaloes.
Bothwell on the ground with it, gets it to Duffy to avoid the traveling call. Bothwell goes down low, has to pick it up, needs to kick it out to somebody. Off of Groton.
Near turnover, but Zach the last to touch it.
Buffalo's 22 seconds on the shot clock, so no need to put up a quick shot, but they got to figure out something here quick.
As Deal's going to get it stolen.
1-on-1.
Tracy with a nice reverse up and under layup.
You know, Paxton did everything he could to stop that. I'm not sure what else anyone could have done.
It's just pure athleticism there on that layup. As Coach Fisher wants a timeout, it's going to be a full. Before we take the timeout, let's go ahead and hear from our friends at SDPB.
Yep, again, want to thank South Dakota Public Broadcasting allowing us to be here. Just a reminder, for complete coverage, updated scores, and photos of high school basketball championships, visit sdpb.org/basketball. All the games will be broadcast live on television on SDPB 1, 2, or 3. And for updated content, be sure to check out all SDPB's sports on all their social media platforms.
And let's go ahead and we'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Now's your chance for a great
All right, back live here at the Monument as the Buffaloes find themselves down 52-37 with 5:29 remaining. Will be Buffalo basketball.
Duffy looking to inbound.
Looking for some help, and they're going to turn it over.
Not what Coach Fisher wanted coming out of that timeout.
Absolutely. Here's Zach with it. He'll swing it over to Tracy. Tracy drives, stops at the free throw line, hands it off to Weber. Zippel outside back to Zach. Back inside to Johnson. Johnson too strong off the glass.
Caldwell hauls in the rebound, gets it over to Paxton quick, bring it up across half court.
The Buffaloes are going to make a run. They need to start now.
Yep. Ready, Duffy drives. Prince steps back three, tries to bank it, just a little bit off. Paxton tried to keep it alive, and they get it in on the Tiger side there.
Zach with it once again here for the Tigers as he crosses the timeline. Zach will drive, puts it up too strong, scramble for the rebound. Tigers come away with it. And that's going to be Johnson with the offensive board. He'll put it back up and in for two.
Buffalo's trailing 17. A little over 4 minutes to go. Duffy dumps it off to Paxton Deal. Gets it inside to Caldwell. Just loses the handle there.
Stolen from behind by Johnson. I believe Johnson goes coast to coast with it. Can't get it to drop. And we're going to have a tie up underneath. And possession arrow is going to favor the Buffaloes. But now we're also going to have a media timeout here. So we're going to take it with them. We'll be back. I believe these are 1 minute timeouts, but we'll take a 1 minute break and be back right after this.
Smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Bowie Foods.
When you're in the
All right, we are back live here at the Monument in Rapid City. The Buffaloes have 3:59 to try to make a run here as they trail 54-37.
Duffy bringing it across here. Duffy pops a quick three. Still just a bit off. Uncharacteristic for him.
Yeah, had a good look. That's what the Buffaloes need to do, is it's kind of desperation time now to try to get back into this.
That clock is not their friend right now.
As the Tigers go around the perimeter, try to get it down low, but nice defensive play by Prince to knock it out. Inbound will go to Zippel. Gets it over to Weber. Zach with it. Zach goes left. Puts it up off the glass and good. These guards for the Tigers are just a couple of athletic kids.
Yeah, we knew that would be the struggle. Paxton in, drops off to Bothwell, who just a bit off. Caldwell fighting. That's the big guy down low. Does a nice little reverse layup of his own.
Yeah, nice hustle by Caldwell to keep that ball alive. Zach with it as he crosses the timeline. Hands it off to Jace Johnson. Tracy with it underneath the Johnson. It's going to be off the Buffaloes, though.
Eddie Duffy taking a seat here for Tegan Breitag to come in. So we're out there with Prince, Paxton Deal, Bothwell, Tegan Breitag, and Trevor Caldwell.
Inbound gets knocked off Weston Prince.
Weston Prince just does not want to let them have that ball in bounds.
As it looks like Ryder Johnson and Becker Bozema check back in for the Tigers. Inbound goes to Bozema, kick it back out to Johnson. Johnson will drive.
Oh!
Blocking call underneath, and I believe that's Prince. Can't believe it. Or is that Bothwell? No, that's Bothwell.
Boy, it looked like he was setting plenty of time there.
I thought the same. .235 here to play here in the fourth quarter. There's Tracy with it. Tracy comes up short. Buffalo's rebound.
Another good rebound by Caldwell. Paxton bringing it across. Over to Prince. Prince Breitag right at the free throw line. Goes inside. Does a little one-hand shot there. Nice.
Tigers back down the court quickly. Here's Johnson with it. Drive middle, loses it, and Breitag picks up the loose ball. We're going to have a foul, loose ball foul on the Tigers.
Yep, Breitag stole it, and then they said, we want it back, but they fouled trying to get it back.
Exactly 2 minutes to go here for the Buffaloes. Zach will check back in for the Tigers.
Paxton Deal bringing it across half court. Caldwell at the three-point line. Breitag takes a three. Bit off the back rim. Paxton tries to get it.
And Zach will bring it up court once again here for the Tigers. A three-point attempt, that time by Bozema, comes up short.
Paxton Deal gets the long rebound. Prince, step back three. Bit off. Looks like... Well, I'm not sure what all was happening.
Alley-oop to Zippel, and Zippel throws it down.
Boy. I don't know what to say on that one, Brian. Paxton Deal for the three, just off. Prince gets the rebound. Out to Bothwell. Breitag does a little shimmy shake down there and gets 2. 52 seconds left here of basketball season for these two teams.
And we're going to have a timeout here by the Tigers. Quick 30-second timeout as Stanley County will empty the bench here too. So should we just keep it here, John, and thank the Stanley County seniors once again who have contributed greatly to this Stanley County program.
Yeah, it's going to be odd next year without the great senior leadership of Weston Prince, Brandon Bothwell, Paxton Deal, of course, can't say enough about him. Tegan Breiteg and Trevor Caldwell. You know, we got a lot of great up-and-comers, and they're going to miss that leadership.
And again, we'll have more on the seniors post-game here, but it's obviously it looks like the Buffaloes are going to end up taking 8th place, but still nothing to hang your head about. One of these teams had to finish 0-3 in the tournament, and it looks like it happens to be the Buffaloes here.
Yep, well said, Brian. You know, obviously not the spot that anyone on the team or anyone in the crowd wearing purple wanted to see, but, 1997 was a long time ago, and this is the best team they've had, at least as far as state tournament appearance goes. So credit all to that leadership on the team, Coach Fisher and his staff.
And it looks like Coach Fisher does the right thing, and I believe those are all the 5 seniors out on the court here for the Buffaloes. So nothing like ending your career on the court in the State A tournament, whether it's the first place championship game or the 7th, 8th place game.
Yep, these seniors, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to bring this team here. So it's only fitting that they get some little bit of recognition in this form.
Tigers go underneath, gets it blocked. Tigers still in possession. The final 26 seconds here. They're encouraging Warrington to shoot. And that 3 drops from Jaden Schwan. And we'll see if the Buffaloes will just dribble out the clock here or if they'll take one final shot here from one of the seniors. Bothwell with it, gets it to Deal. Deal launches it. Why not? Comes up short.
Stanley County's going to get 1.6 seconds to do something for their season here as Groton couldn't handle the rebound there. Prince or Bothwell inbounding it to Prince. Takes a long shot, no good.
And that will be your final as the Groton area Tigers will defeat the Stanley County Buffaloes by the final score of 61-43. So congratulations to the Groton area Tigers as they will take 7th place as they're going to bring out the award table here already as I think immediately they hand out the medals and the trophies here for both teams. So again, congratulations to the Groton area Tigers. John, I don't think we need to stay. We'll take a break here. We'll compile some final stats here, but we'll obviously leave the camera on here for the ceremony itself, but you'll hear from some of our local sponsors, and we'll come back with a game recap right after this.
For high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here in the place you call home. Now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Pests don't wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats in the attic to rodents in the walls, ants in the kitchen, termites underground, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family-owned, community-trusted.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back, everyone, at the Monument in Rapid City, South Dakota, as we wrap up this 7th and 8th place game here, as it is the Groton area Tigers defeating the Stanley County Buffaloes again by the final score of 61-43. Buffaloes just received their medals and their team trophy for the 8th place finish, as Groton area is currently receiving their medals and trophies right now as well. I wanted to do a game recap here, John, and I'll get some unofficial stats here from the contest. We'll start with the 7th place finishers, the Groton area Tigers. Talk about your balanced scoring. Keegan Tracy, Carson Zach, and Ryder Johnson all finishing with 15 points apiece. And Gage Zippel, their center in the middle, finishing with 13. Their lone outside scorer than that was a 3-point shot by Jaden Schwann towards the final seconds there. Get a shot here of the Buffalo team here if I can.
Yep, Buffalo's getting their team picture here.
And for the Buffaloes on this 7th, 8th place game, let's see here. Their leading scorer was Paxton Deal with 16, followed by Eddie Duffy finished with 7. Tegan Breitag and Trevor Caldwell both with 6 apiece. Brendan Bothwell dropped a 3 for his 3 points. Carson Bourne with a couple of free throws for 2. Jack Deal with a bucket for 2 points, and Jax Hofteaser knocking down a free throw for his lone point as well. So once again, John, congratulations to the Stanley County Buffalo team. Again, something that hasn't been done at least on the boys' side of things for 29 years again. So again, these boys will certainly have many, many memories of this, even though again, an 8th place finish that you don't expect to to take home with you, but nevertheless, good effort by the Buffaloes all 3 days here in Rapid City.
Absolutely, Brian. I know 8th place is not the place anyone wants to finish, but you think about that. That's the 8th best in the class. So we always say Class A, Class B. They're They're all very well balanced. So to say you're the 8th one on the team may not be where you wanted to finish, but absolutely still an accomplishment.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just looking. I believe it's Class B. The number 1 ranked Viber Hurley is playing for 7th and 8th place. So obviously, Viborg Hurley, if you're the number 1 seed, you have much higher expectations than that, as did Stanley County. But again, just something to add to the trophy case back home. So again, nothing that nobody has to be ashamed about.
Yep, as you said, 97 was the last boys, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe 2008 was the last girls state tournament appearance.
Sounds about right.
Right in that area. So it's been most of these people went through a good chunk of their high school career or their Stanley County career without seeing purple and gold in a state tournament from Stanley County. So this team's going to go down as one for the books. So give all the credit to those players, and we hope to see them back here next year.
Absolutely. And again, speaking of next year, I know we've mentioned this before. Yeah, we're going to lose a good group of seniors. But again, I'm actually looking forward to the younger kids as well that are coming up to see who can fill these roles, during the next basketball season for these Buffaloes.
Yep, Brian, well said. We've got 5 seniors that they're losing, 4 of them on the starting 5, and Weston Prince easily could have been in the starting 5 on most teams. So I just want to highlight the ones that they'll be graduating here in the next couple of months here. So Weston Prince, Brandon Bothwell, Paxton Deal, Tegan Breitag, and Trevor Caldwell all off onto higher expectations at some college or whatever their career and future holds. So thanks to all those. It will be a little interesting next year to only have one Deal out on the court probably. I guess I don't know what the 8th graders got coming up, but can actually call Jack Deal instead of having to say Jack and Paxton.
Right. And again, we did mention this pregame, but again, I want to honor the seniors as well here. And again, starting from the top of the roster here, again, when I think of Weston Prince, again, a senior who came off the bench, knew his role, didn't complain about it, and contributed to this boys basketball team all season long, coming off that bench. Brendan Bothwell, again, just a feisty competitor, gonna try to get every loose ball. He was down on the floor a couple times during this game, knocked down a couple of 3-pointers throughout this tournament. Again, something you normally don't see from him, so he can obviously make the outside shot. Just doesn't get really much of an opportunity to when you have Duffy and Deal, a couple 1,000-point scorers on your team. Again, Mr. Everything, Paxton Deal. Again, not how you want to end your senior season, but again, congratulations to Paxton. Not many people make it to 1,000 points. So quite an accomplishment for Paxton, and I'm sure whatever he decides to do post-secondary, he's gonna be great at. Let's see again. Tegan Breitag, again, does the person I think of that does like all the dirty work, if you will, down in the middle. Goes up against people usually bigger than him, and he doesn't back away, doesn't shy away, and whether it's again getting those loose ball rebounds or fighting in position down in the low post. Tegan's going to be missed down low here for the Buffaloes. And again, we have already mentioned, the work that Trevor Caldwell has put in, not only to make himself a better basketball player, but if I recall correctly, John, I don't know that he was starting at the beginning of the year. So
I believe you're right.
He's put in that work and earned that starting spot. And again, just a hard worker in practice on the court. Every minute that he's out on the court, giving it 110%. So again, thank you, Trevor, for all your hard work. Anytime you stepped out on the court, and like we mentioned, John, those seniors are obviously going to go, and so somebody has to replace these guys. And so looking at some of the younger kids on this roster, again, you already mentioned Jack Deal's going to have to step up. Joel Malm didn't get a whole lot of playing time this year, but he'll be a senior next year, so he'll have some experience. Eddie Duffy obviously will be expected to be your leader next year for this Buffalo team. I see Chase Meyer is going to be a senior. Again, not a lot of playing time this year for him. James Fosham saw some playing time. He'll have to step up his game. Carson Bourne, just a freshman, got quite a few minutes here for the Buffaloes, so he'll look on to take on a larger role for the Buffaloes next year. A couple other freshmen that didn't get a whole lot of playing time. Ty Berge, Hasten Shear, Jacob Meyer, just a sophomore, again, not a whole lot of playing time this year. for the Buffaloes. Jax Hofteaser, I'm excited to see in the next couple years. Only just a freshman. Gonna have to replace your Tegan Breitag and Trevor Caldwell down low, as he's your biggest Buffalo at the moment. So some big shoes to fill here for the Buffaloes, John.
Yeah, absolutely. Hofteaser, we started seeing him take on that role that Caldwell and Breitag have. One of the first guys off the bench, and I got to feel he's going to be a starter next year and carry on that Hofteaser legacy here as some great athletes from Stanley County.
And again, worth mentioning, and I didn't realize this until the last junior varsity game of the season when they announced it in Parkview. The junior varsity team actually went undefeated. So to me, that seems like a pretty healthy sign that the younger Buffaloes are in good shape now. Will they finish with a 22 overall season record next year? More than likely not, but Coach Fisher's going to do his thing to coach those kids up and get the Buffaloes back to the State A tournament as quickly as possible.
Yep, and Coach Fisher's the guy to do it. He's molded a lot of the guys on this team from, I believe coached some of them at the 7th and 8th grade level. So he's been with them and, got all the confidence in him. He's passionate as a player and equally passionate as a coach. So
absolutely, big thanks. We got a lot of thank yous to thank, and Coach Fisher is a big thank you to get these kids where they are, and it's even the coaches and players before the Buffaloes here. I mean, everybody contributes to your program. It just may take a few years to get to this point. So congratulations to this team. Speaking of thank yous, John, before we go. Again, we need a big thank you to South Dakota Public Broadcasting for giving us permission to be able to do this on live ticket. Without their permission, they obviously have, over the last few years, they've always had the media rights, and they've relinquished that a bit. And so thank you for them giving us permission to be able to do this for the Buff Nation out there. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy covering the Buffaloes here. So thank you to them. Thank you to the South Dakota High School Activities Association for setting up us with media passes, the whole 9 yards to get everything set up here at the monument. A big thank you to our local sponsors here on Live Tickets that you see the ads that are playing throughout timeouts and before and after breaks and things of that nature. Sponsors that are scrolling across the top of your screen right now. Without their support, John and I can't do this for Stanley County. Big thank you to Jody and Caleb at Live Tickets. Again, without their assistance, without their permission, if you will, I just want to thank them for giving us the opportunity for us to cover this. Because again, this wasn't possible a few years ago, and first time Stanley County's been to a state event since we've had live tickets. So thank you to them for allowing us to do this as well.
Yep, absolutely, Brian. And, along with those sponsors, the Buff Nation, both the organization and just the community support, love to see the purple and gold travel. And I think this is my first year doing live ticket with you here, but can honestly say any school spirit that anyone thought was lacking definitely is not. Purple and gold all the way. They travel well, and they give anything this invigorated school spirit in anyone that might have been lacking a little bit of it.
Right, and I certainly hope that this purple and gold wave will continue into the next basketball season, football season, whatever sport is taking place at Stanley County. I just hope these same fans that traveled here to Rapid City will, obviously support the local kids back home. Good season or bad season, we need people over in Parkview and Ole Williamson regardless. So with that, John, I think we can about wrap things up here from the monument in Rapid City. It's been a great 3 days. Some heartbreaking losses here for the Buffaloes, as you'll see Cheyenne Eagle Butte taking on St. Thomas More here in the 5th and 6th place game here as they get ready to tip off here, and just about 6 minutes away from that. So with that, we'll sign off here and start getting our equipment packed up and start heading back home. John, thanks for your help these 3 days. Always nice to have a second voice and a second helping hand to and with this production, not everything's easy. Before we do that, maybe we should, since we have it here, John, we took some instant replays of that last contest. We'll quickly go through some of the Stanley County highlights here, as that was Jack Deal with a nice floater.
Yep. While you're doing that there, Brian, I just want to thank again Jamie McGray was our unofficial stat keeper. So thanks to him for that. And yeah, let's look at some replays.
And I think that was a deal 3 there. There's Duffy on a drive, a nice 15-foot jumper. And Duffy from deep, one of his few threes, unfortunately, but he got that one to drop. Here's Bothwell with a nice pass underneath the Codwell for the layup. And then we got, couldn't tell who that was on the corner 3. That might have been Bothwell's corner 3. And here's Deal from deep as he got the friendly roll. Buffaloes just couldn't quite get enough threes to drop here as Duffy with his own offensive rebound off the miss. Deal corner 3, nothing but net. Another Deal 3. Nice rhythm on that one. And big man Codwell with a nice move down below and finishing with the left hand. And our final replay, Breitag doing what he does down low, finishing with a soft jumper. So once again, thank you to everyone. If you're still listening out there, I appreciate your support. And, again, with that, winter season concludes here, John. Again, Stanley County-wise, we're going to try to bring a few softball contests. We'll see how that works out. And just stay tuned for the Stanley County Facebook page for updates on that. If we'll be able to bring you the games, we certainly will. So with that, Brian Menning, again, along with John Stewart, will sign off. And thanks, everyone, again. Safe travels to all the teams as they head back. So congratulations once again to the Groton Area Tigers as they take 7th place here in the State A Class A tournament. So with that, any last words, John?
No, just again, Brian, thanks for the opportunity to come do this. Love our Buffaloes. And like you said, safe travels all across the state here as everyone goes home and polish those trophies well.
All right, yeah. Congratulations to Coach Fisher and the Buffaloes. 8th place finish, again, not what they wanted, but we'll take what we can get. So congratulations, guys. You worked hard for it, and you deserve it. So with that, we'll leave it at that and sign off for this afternoon.